Hi, this is Dr. Mark Hyman. Welcome to my weekly house call, your chance to ask me your questions. This week's question is, where do I find a functional medicine doctor? When I go speak and travel around the country, the question I most often get asked is, where do I find a doctor like you? Meaning not exactly me, but someone who does functional medicine. The reason people are looking for it is because they're unhappy. They're unhappy with the way their doctors think about their healthcare problems. They're unhappy with the focus that they take on symptoms and not the cause. Functional medicine is medicine by cause, not by symptom. It's medicine by not just where it is in your body, your geography, which is like medicine by geography. It's medicine by mechanism. What's the underlying mechanism? What's the root cause? And the other beautiful thing about functional medicine is that it looks at the patterns that connect everything together. So you go to the doctor and you have joint pain, you have a rash, you have a headache, you have reflux, maybe you have a runny nose and congestion, and your doctor goes, wait, I can just deal with one problem today. Let me just deal with your reflux, and then I'm going to refer you to an allergist for your runny nose, and a neurologist for your headache, and a dermatologist for your rash. And after a while, you've got a doctor for every inch of your body. That's not the future of medicine. The future of medicine is understanding that everything's connected, that there are root causes that drive these symptoms, and that the way we think about disease is completely wrong. In fact, when we structure our diagnostic system in medicine, we think about it based on where it is in your body, as I said, geography and symptoms. So we have all these diseases, and we classify all these diseases, and we think about that as being what we need to treat. For example, when someone comes in to see me and they have symptoms of sadness, hopelessness, helplessness, they have low mood, they have no energy, they're not eating well, they're not sleeping well, the doctor goes, I know what's wrong with you. You have depression. Well, guess what? Depression is not the cause of those symptoms, it's the name of those symptoms. It's the name we give to people who have those collection of symptoms. And then we go, oh, well, I know what you need. You need an antidepressant. Well, we call that the name it, blame it, and tame it game in medicine. It's completely wrong. It's the past, and the future is understanding functional medicine, how your body functions, how it goes wrong, how to get it back in balance, and what are the things that cause imbalance, what are the things that create a balance in your body, and working with that. So for that person who comes in with those symptoms, I say, well, gee, what could be the cause? It could be that you're eating gluten and you have autoimmune antibodies against your thyroid and have a low thyroid function. It could be that maybe you've been taking an acid blocker for 10 years, like in Prilosec or Pepcid or Nexium, and you have low B12 levels because your stomach can't absorb the B12 when you don't have stomach acid. And that could cause depression. It could be because you live in a northern climate and have vitamin D deficiency, or you work and live inside. That can cause depression. Or it could be because you've taken antibiotics that disturb the normal gut bacteria or the microbiome, and those play a role in making neurotransmitters. Or it could be because you love sushi and you eat sushi all the time and love tuna and have mercury poisoning. Or it could be because you hate fish and maybe you have omega-3 deficiency, which also causes depression. Or it could be because you love sugar and eat Cinnabons all day, and insulin resistance and prediabetes or diabesity causes depression. So the diagnosis and treatment of each of those is quite different, even though you have exactly the same symptoms. And in functional medicine, the converse is true. If you have one cause, let's say gluten, it can cause all sorts of problems. It can cause osteoporosis, anemia, depression, autoimmune disease, cancer, diabetes. I mean, it is a chameleon. So you have to be able to think about root causes. You have to be able to think about underlying systems. And that's the beauty of functional medicine. And when you do, you take out the bad stuff, you put in the good stuff, and the body has an amazing capacity to heal. So you want to find a doctor who can think this way. So the question is, how do you find a functional medicine doctor? Well, the best way is to go to the Institute of Functional Medicine's website. Now, I'm the chairman of the Institute, and we train physicians all over the world. And we've graduated physicians in our certification program just recently, our new graduating class. And there are well-trained functional medicine physicians all over the country, all over the world. Some better than others. You have to kind of do your homework. But if you go to functionalmedicine.org and you put in your zip code, it'll list the physicians in your area or the people who've been trained who can help guide you. And I would encourage you to explore that, to find those doctors, to find those practitioners, and get help. Because if you do, you will be getting to the root cause of your problem. You will be solving the things that really bother you, and you will be able to create health. Functional medicine is the science of creating health. We don't in fact treat disease. We treat your system. It's like an ecosystem. We treat the ecosystem, we get rid of the bad stuff, we put in the good stuff, and your body's smart. It does the rest. So that's the beauty of functional medicine. I encourage you to explore that. In fact, we're working with a large medical institution, one of the top institutions in the world, to try to create a functional medicine institute that will bring this to the world in a very big way, through education, through research, through clinical care. So stay tuned. This is the future of medicine. I want everybody to know about functional medicine. So I encourage you to share this with your friends. Share it on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Sign up for our newsletter and submit your questions. So next week, I may make a house call to you.